years each for the 2 reckless endangerments, but those had firearm enhancers. So that added another 10 years onto it. And there was a misdemeanor battery that added 9 more months onto this. So it's pretty much sitting at facing around 100 years. And I was still coming off of drugs at the time. So it wasn't quite registering to me what was happening. And I forgot to mention, when I was still over in Minnesota, the detectives came to talk to me. I didn't know much about the system, but I obviously didn't snitch on myself or do any of that. I have no co-defendants, by the way. And by the way that I told the story, I want to keep it that way. I got through this whole situation without having to tell on anybody. I had no one to tell on anyway, even if I wanted to, but that's not who I am. I actually got told on by my best friends, one of my best friend, for you who saw the first video, and that breaks my heart to this day. That's why I have so much disdain for rats, especially people who rat on people that they love or they're supposed to love. Anyways, I remember some of the more experienced convicts who were in there. They were messing with me, and they knew that this was my first charge, and they saw a little bit about what happened from like the news and stuff, or from like people just telling them what they heard, and they were trying to mess with me, and I didn't notice at the time. They're like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, you're probably gonna go to the joint for like 20-25 years, man. They don't play with these attempted murders and stuff. And they knew that no one really got hurt, and that I actually wasn't gonna get that much time. But it hurt my soul. I was sick. I thought that I was never gonna be able to see my son was 2 months old when I got locked up, and I didn't come home until he was almost 3. So in my mind, I had readied myself to do 20 years, because that's what people were telling me I was gonna get. And it wasn't till probably like 4 months in that I ran into one of my guys from the street. His name was Chris, and he had done time in the maximum securities here, and he had been through the system since he was a teenager. He was telling me, no, they usually give people second chances as long as no one was murdered or shot and stuff. Pretty good about that if you haven't given them a reason not to. So that I still was in my mind preparing to at least do like 10 or 15 years. And